Hey y'all, and welcome back to The Lair of Lore Plays Witcher 3. We are here to talk to the Ambassador to find out what's happened since the end of Witcher 2.
Ambassador Varatra, Yennefer suggested I ask you about current events, the war and so on.
Of course. The Emperor's servants should keep no secrets from each other. If you will, let us approach the map.
Like I said, he seems to be one of the few people who is not a dickbag. Yeah, how's the war going? Let's start with that.
How's the war going? I mean, apart from the fact that Nilfgaard's triumph is imminent.
I assume this to be a private conversation. We've no witnesses, so let's dispense with the propaganda, even that shrouded in irony. Our offensive was going splendidly until winter came. Edirn was in such disarray that we encountered no resistance. We had reached the Pontar before the first snows. Only a weakened Kedwin remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization.
Sorry, sneezing.
We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Dude's a loon.
Yes, a vain hope, I agree. Radovid sent no peace envoy, nor did he advance on our positions. Instead, he trudged over the snow-bound Kestrel Mountains and attacked Kedwin, his ally. Took the Kedweni completely by surprise. King Henselt fought on the front line as always, and that is where he died. His soldiers lost the will to fight. They joined Radovid's ranks.
We actually got to meet Hensel in Witcher 2.
Instead of two weak enemies, we had only one powerful one.
Yeah, what about Kovir?
What about Kovir?
Kovir values its neutrality, enough not to lend its armies, or more importantly, even its coin to either side. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive. Both sides suffered enormous losses, unprecedented even. Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until reinforcements arrive from the south. Then Emperor Emir var Emrys will deal with him once and for all.
Couldn't you just go home? Save everyone a lot of marching, not to mention a few human lives.
I'm afraid the stakes are too high to fold now. We can only go all in.
Hello, random thunder. Hope y'all can't hear that. It's terrifying. Yeah, so how's the situation in Velen, since apparently I'm going there?
How do things look in Velen?
As bad as ever. Perhaps worse.
I mean, it's a swamp, so it always looked pretty
never
bad.
flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, trampling fields, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest. Our forces are spread thin as it is, and Velen is chiefly swampy forests that are difficult to control. We've had several patrols never return to their camps. Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, one Philip Strenger, better known by his nom de guerre, the Bloody Baron. I advise you well. Avoid him.
I mean, knowing this game, that's not going to be an option. He's called the Bloody Baron. We're probably going to have to get into some sort of interaction with him.
Is the free city still free?
Yes, although everyone knows this won't last. Radovid is in Oxenfurt, and the Emperor is here in Vizima, at Novigrad's doorstep, both. And both require coin and ships. Novigrad can provide these.
Novigrad is literally, like, right at the center.
Rather, well, on edge.
Meaning?
How do men deal with fear? They seek reassurance and scapegoats.
Oh.
The Church of the Eternal Fire understands this perfectly, and so it promises to improve the lives of its flock by pointing out the guilty.
Yeah.
Who started the war? Who profits from it? Why, it's obvious. Mages, elves, dwarves, in a word, any and all deviants. I've been stationed in Novigrad for 13 years. First as a consul, then as ambassador. I've seen a great deal. Cruelty, cynicism, greed. But what is happening there now concerns me greatly.
Yeah, it's not the best place. They basically have a thing about non-humans and mages who they treat like non-humans, or... Frankly, they've succumbed to Radovid being a lunatic and wanting to kill anything that's not a perfect
What's new in Skellige?
northern human.
Nothing. The islanders pride themselves on that, don't they? Doing everything according to tradition, as their forefathers did. And like their forefathers, they quarrel with each other, pillage, occasionally attack our transports. This is cumbersome, but nothing more. Skellige has always been a footnote to history, and so it shall remain.
We
Sound
might have
awfully
something to do
confident.
about that.
What if King Bran manages to unite the Jarls? Lead all the clans against your fleet?
King Bran is a feeble old man. From what I know, he barely remembers the names of his own vassals. Uniting all might prove difficult.
So, that's actually a pretty good outline of how
Thanks
the
for
world
your
looks
help.
right now.
Think nothing of it. May the great sun light your path.
I'll honestly say, in general... Whoop. Not Novigrad, Nilfgaardians are actually... I hate to say this, but Nordlings are all kind of assholes at the best of times. At the worst of times, they are pillaging, raping, horrible monsters.
How might I serve the gentleman?
And at
By
least...
returning my things.
Yeah. And at least Nilfgaard doesn't actively do that.
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thank you.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
So, if I remember correctly, though, he gave up his daughter as the price for paying Geralt for services. So over here is the Nilfgaardian noble who's very good at Gwent, seeing as we only have like one other card besides the starting deck, and it's a decoy. We are not doing that now, because he will wreck us. Let's just equip all of our good stuff. As I slowly move through trying to figure out what my best gear of any sort is. Okay. God, I hate wearing these things. These, like, what is it called? Gambison? They're ugly. They're ugly as sin. We did get the Dragon's Dream. Oh, shoot, it's not Devil's Puffball. So yeah, this is cloud of gas that explodes when ignited. But don't worry, we can come back to Vizima at basically any time. I don't think we can just walk in and talk to the Emperor, but otherwise we could just sort of look around.
Yes, hen as Gwyn.
I don't speak whatever language it is that you're supposed to speak. And we have picked up a whole bunch of books. I will check through them, see if there's anything that we need to actually read off on... Well, let's look at them right now, just in case. So, I did pick up a letter to Yennefer. Thank you for your... Who is this from? Vigo. I don't remember who the hell this person is. Thank you for your letter. Forgive me for not answering you earlier. Attempts to reach me via... Your earlier attempts to reach me via Megascope. I'm trying to limit my magic communication to the absolute minimum. One never knows who's listening, don't you agree? I'm delighted you have found a position at our gracious Emperor's court and wish you the best of luck in search of his daughter. It's good to know that Amir's intentions for her have become more, how shall I put it, mundane. Perhaps in these circumstances, an agreement regarding the lodge will prove possible after all. This is the Lodge of Sorceresses, who kind of messed with the world in Witcher 2. In response to your first question, I can state beyond all doubt that Ciri has not appeared anywhere south of the Yaruga? Believe me, I could recognize her magic signature in my sleep. I've not had any contact with Triss for a long time. I only know that things in Novigrad have taken an ill turn. She mentioned something earlier about fleeing to Kovir, but I'm afraid that in the current political climate that amounts to an impossible daydream. I hope you will soon be able to I hope I will soon be able to join you in Vizima. First, however, I must take care of some unfortunate urgent matters in Beauclair? God, some of these names are weird. With my fondest regards, something Vigo. Thank you for the news about Geralt. He always seems to land on his feet, doesn't he? We've got Sword for Witches. I don't think this is even anything useful. I mean, I'll scroll through all of it so you can read it if you want, but... Opposition in Nilfgaard. Oh, this is basically the thing of... same thing. Top. Bottom. Just pause it if you want to read the rest of it. Basic idea is that there are actually people back in home Nilfgaard who are very much opposed to the war. Zercania? I don't remember where this one is. Oh, this is the place that has, like, tigers. Most of this is largely just world building. Again, you can totally read them if you want. I will make sure that everything is visible so you can pause them if you want. Redania is run by crazy people. Gnomish prankings. Oh, this is literally just gnomish pranks. Oh, good. And ways to do it. Pearls of the North, Novigrad, Yep. And what shall become of Temeria? Yes. Obviously Temeria, the land of where milk and honey flowed. Sure it did. Yep. Free and independent Temeria is gone because its ruler was killed, and then there was no actual replacement at any point. Oh, wait, what? Royal lineages of the North of shipwreck? Hang on. A shipwreck occurred in the journey to Sintra. Skelligerd took the lives of Urchion and Peven. Cyrilla's further upbringing... Wait, so is this all about Cyrilla? Was then entrusted to her grandmother in 1260, afraid the looming Nilfgaardian threat. Queen Cathen sent Cyrilla to the court of King Ervil, see Ervil Vendor, where the heiress of Sintra was to marry the heir of the throne of the Verdun, Prince... Jesus. So returned to their grandmother's court in... I'm so confused. I don't know who this is supposed to be about. I think this might be... Oh, God. I think that's about Ciri, but Ciri is confusing at best, so... What is a non-he... Oh, jeez. This is one of the more racist things. Yeah. Very, very racist. Last wish. Human life occurs through things for sustenance. Oh, this is one of Dandelion's books, isn't it? Yeah, this is one of Dandelion's books. The collected verses of Gonzal de... I can't even read that. It's a poet. The Wild Hunt, Farmers, Herdsmen, Milkmaids, yeah, okay. It's just... The Wild Hunt is Boogeyman. She Who Knows. This is a creepy looking book, by the way. The Lady of the Wood, Mother Sole Ruler of all of Velen, her... Oh, okay. This is sort of giving us a preview to a thing we're going to have to deal with in Velen. It's strange. Very, very strange. But now that we've read all those, we can sell them safely. I don't think we actually have too much more important stuff. Oh, so apparently perfume can be sold. That'll be good. So I'll figure out where we're going next in just a minute. Okay, so we are heading to Hanged Man's Tree because it's our only fast travel location in... Okay, let me zoom out really quickly, actually. So, we're in Royal Palace of Vizima. This is the whole map. There's nothing else here. White Orchard's over here. Skelliger's over here. I don't think we have transport here yet. And everything is recommending you to not go here until, like, level 14, I think. But then Velen... Oh, right, and there's Kaer up here, which we can't fast travel to yet either. And then it looks like these are two different things, Velen and Novigrad, but they are the same. So, Novigrad. This is Velen. Basically, I think here, this river here is the actual dividing line between the north and south. So, like, this is Oxenfurt here. It's a college town, effectively, where Radovid is stationed. This is a Nilfgaardian war camp. I could not remember the name to save my life for a second there. And then everything below here is technically no man's land. This is stuff that is sort of competed over in that both sides want it because it's a good staging ground for the next place, but it's shitty land that no one actually wants. So we're heading to Hanged Man's Tree.
Geralt and Yennefer would be united. Something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
And because she's basically his daughter, duh. Come on, game, you can do this. You're just loading into Velen, it's fine. You can do it. You can do it, I believe in you. Come on. Come on. There you go. Welcome to... Okay, or not. Welcome to Velen. This horrible, swampy wasteland. 5 days later. Took 5 effing days to ride here. That's why it's called Hanged Man's Tree. Just in case it wasn't clear. This is at times worse than, like, the super mutants in Fallout 4. They're just... They hang these people and then just forget about them. Oh, hey look, Heart of Stone. Your currently tracked quest has been changed to the first quest of Heart of Stone, yet we only recommend starting this... Okay, yeah, no. We're not doing that, so don't worry. Oh, right, so we also get access to the Rune Rite, which is stuff from Heart of Stone. Okay, I was expecting more to come up. Damn it. So yeah, look, Skelliger is recommended at 19, or 16. Novigrad is recommended at 10. Nilfgaardian Connection is the Inn at the Crossroads. Series Footsteps is the one that ties them all together, and I think... So this is one that we will have to do on, like, sort of a timeline, is playing... doing Collect 'em All. There are a couple missable Gwent cards, but the easiest way to get Gwent cards is actually just to keep playing against the same people. Like, play every person until you win, effectively. What are those? Oh, wild dogs, okay. Wild dogs are not super scary, but still rather not deal with them if we don't have to. So let's just head straight to the Inn at the Crossroads and begin that quest. This is what happens when you decide to ride into town at 5 p.m. when it's raining and storming. Wow, that's remarkably familiar, considering that's not quite the time here, but it's raining and storming quite angrily. Is that a fire?
Not so fast, Roach.
What the hell? Oh, that's birds going crazy, okay. What the hell is that? Oh, wait, let's go to that town. Let's not be dumb here. Oh, these guys have a mission for us, too. I remember that. I remembers things, usually. Sometimes. Really, I often completely forget things. Mulberrydale?
Let's go.
Mulberrydale. And they've got a notice board. Let's see here. A plea. Okay, I don't think that actually does anything. Help us send him off to him. I mean, I'm gonna grab all these just in case. But I don't... From innkeeper by drinking and nope. Notice, consider yourself informed. Every man with his purge from a week's end would find cow in any man's yard will give him 50 lashes. Wait, what? The man, not the cow. Okay. Why are they taking cows? Okay, missing wife. Okay, so that's the only actual mission.
Come on, Roach.
We'll probably... Frankly, I'm just picking up missions at this point. We'll run around and try and do a bunch of them at once in an episode or so. Because there's a lot of notice boards spread out across the No Man's Land. This is its own little thing, though, if I remember.
Chaplin's praying, can't you see?
Do not cast him out, Radovid.
What do you want?
Rejoice, for even a creature as depraved and base in nature as you can serve the glory of the eternal fire. Someone must see to the corpses on the battlefield. Necrophages defile those not already rotting in mass graves. This is not right.
I mean,
That's
there
to
you're
be
not
my
wrong.
good deed for the day.
A handsomely profitable one, I might add. I know your kind don't work for free.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll take care of it.
This will count amongst your merits. The more good one works in life, the more hallowed things are. Yes, splendid. Here are the holy oils. Dash generously and set alight, understood? I wish it to flare up to the sky, for the glory of the eternal fire and all that.
Once I've incinerated the bodies, where'll I find you?
I shall be near the bridge to Novigrad.
Let's actually do this one, because this one's nearby. Oh, sort of nearby. There's something sketchy about this one, though, and I can't remember what it is. But I know it has something to do with the fact that he went to the glory of the eternal fire and all that. Like, that's not a very preacher-y thing to say. I don't think, at least. Ooh. Does this say what the person did? These individuals have been sentenced to death by hanging for their crimes of theft, armed robbery, and rape. May their rotting carcasses serve as a warning to those who contemplate trespassing the Nilfgaardian Empire's laws. Yeah, I mean... Can't really blame him on that one. Why am I running? I have a horse. Admittedly kind of a dumb horse, but a horse. Come on, Roach, let's go. Ride on, my good man. Horse. Thing. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. Okay.
Yeah, sure stinks like a mass grave. Now for the holy oils. Hope they burn well.
Oh, God, and then my own dog terrified the crap out of me. You know what I should do? I should use that necrophage oil that I made and have been dumb and not using. Damn it. Come on. Get over here and die. There you go. That's my head now. So, as a rule, in a lot of the Witcher games, especially this one, if someone wants you to incinerate things, especially bodies, there's a very good chance that they're doing something sinister and want you to cover their tracks. Pretty sure that's the case with this one, but I don't remember 100% for sure. But pretty sure that's the case. So let's ignite our first one.
Now for a shot of Igni.
Da-da-da-da-da. What? God. There we go. And it's done. We just have to do that 3 times. Well, go find the other piles. Do that 3 times. Oops, shit. And not stand on the fire. Don't stand on the fire, it will kill you. But with that, I think we're actually going to leave off here. We'll finish off this quest and just look at... This is just the stuff we've seen around us. There's so much more in this whole area. Plus boats. Like, this is just the stuff near to where we have been. I love this. It's so cool. We have a lot to do while we're out here, so it'll be fun. I will see y'all next time. Bye. Hey y'all, thank you very much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And maybe check out some of the other videos that we've got playing down below this one. And if you really like what we do, please consider supporting us on Patreon, patreon.com/layeroflore. You can get access to our derpy puppy feed, which is exactly what it sounds like, along with access to our extra bits, which is the stuff we record before and after every podcast, where we are uncensored and weirder somehow. You can also get everything that we do that isn't news or timely 24 to 48 hours early if you choose. So please consider that. And with that, let's open up this loot box. Show me the oh, we got another epic. So, first of all, voice line.
Respect your elders.
Yes, sir, Mr. Not Quite Don Quixote. We got a sweet Genji spray. Hell yes, I'm using that. Another 50 currency. We're getting close there. Oh, this is actually the emote that was originally the thing Zenyatta had by default before they gave everyone sort of meh emotes. But yeah, we're totally equipping that. With that, thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Thank you.